going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eye Bri, back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 4. And we got the spoilers from the Spoiling Dead fans that we're going to talk about. And I had some time before we leave for Georgia for the Walker Stalker convention, so I'm trying to make this video. And if you can, give us a follow on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all the different social medias at the PT channel and the Walking Dead community on Facebook. We got a page and a group, so you don't miss anything. We have a lot of videos coming up and some information, and I don't want you to miss out. But obviously, spoiler warning for episode 904. But if you love The Walking Dead and the Walking Dead family, this is the channel for you. Become a valued member of the PT channel and our Walking Dead family by hitting that subscribe button. And of course, photo credit, info credit to the Spoiling Dead fans, AMC, and The Walking Dead. Season 9, Episode 4, titled The Obliged. Rick's vision of a civilized future is threatened by a sudden reckoning with past sins that remain unavenged and unforgiven. So what I hear is this episode is going to be pretty awesome, pretty amazing, and also pretty terrible if you like the character of Rick Grimes, as some big things happen to the character in this episode going into episode 905. We have the whole breakdown of the spoilers and the potential information in the video with this thumbnail. How does it really happen with Rick Grimes? And I trust the information there, and I trust the information in this video as well. The information is solid, I believe. Is it 100% confirmed? We have to wait and see, but I think it's highly likely that the information stated in this video and that video with that thumbnail is going to happen. But we're gonna have to see what happens. Here we go, guys. Q&A, episode 9.4, The Obliged. Why are Daryl and Rick fighting? Do they resolve their conflict? Rick receives word that Maggie is on her way to Alexandria, and Daryl offers to give him a lift so he'll get there quicker. However, Daryl doesn't take Rick there, of course. Daryl also reveals that it was Oceanside who was killing the Saviors, and he knew about it. This causes a big fight, and they end up falling into a huge hole. They do finally resolve their differences and help each other get out just as the herd begins approaching them. Does Maggie see Negan in this episode? What happens? No, she doesn't make it to Alexandria in this episode. So we gotta wait on the Negan-Maggie confrontation that we're probably going to get in episode 905 most likely. But Maggie was packing a crowbar. I didn't see her pack a gun or a knife or anything, but she probably has those things. But the crowbar was a point of emphasis in the trailers, and I wonder what she's going to do with that. Break Negan out, try to kill Negan and not be able to go through with it. We'll see. No exceptions. We'll see if that comes back around again. But Diane and Maggie leave for Alexandria in episode 904. We don't see them get to Alexandria, and I wonder if she ever does. But Rick and Daryl are on Daryl's motorcycle, and Daryl leads Rick away from Alexandria, probably to make sure Maggie can do what she's going to do with Negan. Because remember, Negan was brought up by Maggie in last week's episode, and I'm sure Daryl and Maggie have a plan. And I'm glad Rick and Daryl don't hurt each other. They wrestle around, but they ultimately help each other with the walkers and get away. But I don't like to see them fight, but I kind of do. I wonder who would actually win in a fight if they had to fight each other. Who would win, Rick or Daryl? Let me know. What is Jadis doing with Father G? At first, she has Father G tied up just like she did Negan last season and is about to feed him to Winslow 4.0. Father G gives a sappy speech about forgiveness, and Jadis finally changes her mind. She knocks Gabe out, and when he finally wakes up, Jadis is gone and leaves only a note. Father G reads it and collapses to the ground and sobs. Do we get any information about the helicopter people? No. Well, that sucks. I want to know about the helicopter. We want to know about Heath, the helicopter people. Alpha, Beta, A, and B. What does it mean? I guess we're not going to find out this episode. Did you really think Father G was going to get killed by Jadis here? I didn't. I think Father G is going to stick around for a long time. Also, we haven't seen this scene yet from the trailers. Maybe this is where the note is. And what's going to happen with Father G and Jadis, or Anne, or whatever this lady's name actually is? Do you think Anne will be seen again in a good way? Do you think she's just going to leave by the helicopter people? Maybe Rick's on the helicopter in episode 905, but what if Jadis just leaves? She donates herself as the A. She doesn't get Rick. She takes the helicopter ride away, and Rick actually dies. It could happen. It could happen several ways. I can't wait to find out. What do Negan and Michonne talk about when she visits his cell? At first, Michonne goes there because Negan is refusing to eat, but then it turns into Negan playing mind games with her and trying to make some sort of connection. Negan talks more about what happened to his wife, and he gets Michonne to open up about her son Andre and how he died. It ends with Negan asking about Lucille and how he wants to see her. Michonne then informs him that they don't have Lucille, that they just left her out there. After Michonne leaves, Negan totally wigs out about Lucille and starts banging his head into the wall. Does the bridge withstand the flooding? So far, yes, but Eugene doesn't believe it's going to hold for much longer. And I wonder if Michonne is messing with Negan, as she's lying to Negan about not having Lucille. She could. Negan could be playing mind games, but so could Michonne. Michonne's very smart. She can play mind games right back with Negan. Do you really think Michonne, Rick, or anybody left Lucille out in the field by that tree? Maybe they did. Maybe someone else has her, someone picked it up. What if Alpha or Beta have the bat? That would be kind of crazy. Nice little twists and turns. What if Dwight is a Whisper and he picks up the bat? So many theories, so many things. That would be pretty crazy, but I'm not sure if this is Lucille, because in other trailers, it doesn't look like Lucille. It looks like a bat, but not Lucille. Rick and Eugene are worried about the flooding. I don't think there's anything they can do, and the bridge is going to be destroyed. Water under the bridge, literally. All the symbolism here has me thinking that the bridge will be destroyed, but maybe it gets fixed at some point. How does the riot in the camp turn out? We really don't see the resolution because Rick and Daryl have already left the camp once gunshots are fired, and we don't see what happens after that. How does the large herd end up heading for the camp? Mainly due to the shots from the riot at the camp. We know Rick is trying to lead the herd. Where is everyone else as he's trying to lead it away? Daryl heads back to the camp to help. Everyone else is still at the camp. So hopefully Carol will be okay if everyone is still at the camp. Oceanside, Rosita, Eugene, Jerry should be there to help back up Carol. We're not going to see a resolution to this, and we're not going to see a resolution to Rick getting injured. Man, we're going to have some cliffhangers, it sounds like. Carol better be okay, and I gotta say it, these saviors gotta go, especially Jed and DJ and anyone pointing their gun at Carol. I'm gonna be on Team Carol's side and Team Rick's side over these saviors. I know the one guy that hates that I bring this up. Well, there you go, I gotta bring it up. I'm sorry to be that guy, but I don't want Jed and any of these fools that are pointing their guns at Carol or any of the characters that I love on the show. If they're gonna go against Carol, they need to be put down. I would love for the kingdom to come in and rescue Carol like Ezekiel's like, dun 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 dun, you don't mess with my woman, that's for sure. But Carol can handle herself, and I think she'll be okay, because Carol and Daryl are really the future of the show. We can't lose Carol and Rick and Maggie and whoever else we lose. Carol's got to stay on, right? How does the episode end? It ends with Rick being surrounded on horseback by not only one, but two massive herds. He is thrown from the horse and is impaled on a piece of rebar. The episode ends as Rick loses consciousness. Cliffhanger. Well, it's a small cliffhanger because we're going to get next week's episode 905, which should answer all these questions. He loses consciousness. Is he all alone? How is he fighting off these walkers? Does somebody help him? Who could be there to help him? They're all at the camp. How far is Rick away? Are just some of the questions I have after reading this. So Rick could be on this white horse as he leads the herd away from the bridge and the camp. Rick doing the right thing or trying to help out as best he can to the very end. And you gotta love that about him. But hopefully Rick does not die because of some rebar. The intro has a horse with most likely Rick on the back of it and the horse standing up, probably because it's afraid of the walkers, and this could be what happens in episode 904. And I gotta give it to him. The new intro opening sequence has a lot of Easter eggs, and to me these are Rick's boots with some blood spatter on it. I'm sure this is after he gets impaled by the rebar and he escapes somehow from the walker herds. But the fact that people were thinking that Daryl could hurt Rick, I'm glad is not happening. I'm glad Rick is not going against Maggie and Daryl and there's a civil war where actually Rick gets killed by Daryl. Again, I said it over and over again, that would be the dumbest writing ever. I really wished, and we still could maybe, possibly, I really wish Rick's death was connected with the Whispers and had the Whispers introduction. For Rick to be impaled by the rebar is okay, but I just wish it was done in a bigger way. And maybe it's awesome. I'm just reading it. I haven't seen it yet, so maybe it happens on screen in a great way, but we still haven't seen this scene with Daryl, Eugene, Maggie, Michonne, Carol, everyone coming to Rick's rescue, which I would think happens at episode 905. So that's the latest spoilers and potential information, potential spoilers for episode 904. Again, it's not 100% confirmed in my book, but it's highly likely to occur as we haven't seen the episode. But I'm excited for it. It's going to be awesome and terrible at the same time. We're getting answers, episode 904 to 905, and these last two episodes, 904 and 905, are Rick Grimes' last episodes, final episodes. Is that forever? Is that just this season? I don't know what to make of it, but I'm excited to find out. Let me know your thoughts, post your comments below. And if you haven't already joined our Walking Dead family here at the PT channel, please do hit that subscribe button. We have a lot of fun here and I don't want you to miss out. And remember guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself, you can do it.